All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. We do have a lot of information to cover today, so I want to make sure that we don't run out of time. If you do have questions throughout the presentation, please feel free to use the question and answer function at the bottom right hand of your screen. We'll try to answer questions as they come up. If we aren't able to answer all of the questions, I will be sending the slide deck with the agendas we're going to talk about today, and I will try to answer any questions via that email as well. So if you don't get your question answered today or during the presentation, don't worry. We will get them answered afterward, and you can always reach out to me directly with any questions that you have. So thank you so much for being on the call today. It is a little bit different of a format. I know that we previously been providing a training toward the end of the call. We have so much info that we want to provide all of you today about what we're doing in 2018, as well as some things to look forward to throughout events this year. And so we wanted to make sure to get all of that to you live time. So we will be resuming the trainings on our next quarterly call, and we'll talk about that at the end of this call. But I just wanted to apologize and let you all know that we want to continue to do trainings and make sure that you're getting a lot out of your Foundation Alliance membership. But we have just a lot of great things to share with you today. So just as we start every meeting, you know, why Global Genes was founded. There's over 7,000 rare disease impacting 1 in 10 Americans. All of you are very familiar with this, and we exist to try to eliminate some of the challenges and obstacles that people are facing all in the world with regards to rare disease. And in this space, unfortunately, patients are just responsible for more. All of you are doing some really incredible things in your communities, as well for the rare disease community as a whole, with advancing research and science. I want to make sure that you're fully supported in everything that you want to do. Foundation Alliance exists. We're currently almost 500 organizations. We've had some really great momentum the past year with people joining our Foundation Alliance. We've had a lot of global organizations join, which is fantastic. We're so excited. I can't wait to be able to change this number to over 500. But we exist as a coalition of organizations that understand that together we are more powerful. So we really want to make sure that all of the different organizations that are in the rare disease space, whether a brand new organization or an organization that's very established, they're fully supported, they're connected, and they have what they need to be successful. So for today, we're going to welcome our new members. We are going to present the Global Genes Strategic Plan and 2018 Initiatives Update. This is something we spent a lot of time toward the end of last year and the beginning of this year working on, so we're really excited to be able to present it to you. Our CPO, Tiffany, is going to present this here in just a little bit. It's really phenomenal, and we really welcome your feedback. We'd love to know what you think about it, so please feel free to contact me with any thoughts around the presentation you see on our strategic initiatives. We'll be introducing the Foundation Alliance Advisory Council, providing some updates on the Rare Carousel of Possible Dreams and the Patient Impact Grant. We're going to update everybody on all the different events that we have coming up, and especially the different things that are coming up quick regarding our summit. Members that have joined since our call in December. So this is really exciting. So pretty much basically January and February, and I think we had a couple this month, but these are new members. We are so excited to have all of you. I'm sure that you'll engage with the Facebook group and get to know some of the members, and we hope to have you all at the summit so that we can meet you in person. And thank you so much for joining. We're very excited to have you as members. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tiffany Late, who is the CPO, the Chief Programs Officer at Global Genes, and she is going to provide the update on the strategic planning process that we went through as a team and what has come out of it. So Tiffany, take it away.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to provide an update on this. As Kendall mentioned, we've been working really on our new strategy and kind of the way forward for the organization. Starting right after the summit last year, actually, we got busy articulating Global Gene's positioning and strategy as an organization. So we really took some time in fourth quarter last year and first quarter this year, as she mentioned, to take a step back and define a focused framework for future growth for Global Genes. It was a really exciting and collaborative process. It obviously involved the Global Genes team that worked so hard on this cause all year long. But we also really depended on feedback from Global Genes board of directors, supporters, partners and alliance members, some of you who provided us your feedback that was so helpful, and we're really thankful for the insights you provided. We did and still do use this feedback to inform our work. So I just wanted to take a few moments to share some of the outcomes of the process that we've gone through this so far. It's really brought some clarity and alignment and a laser focus to our work that we're excited about. So you'll kind of see the strategy model that framed our work together. Unlike some additional strategy models you may have experience with in the past, these are really geared towards the corporate environment. This one that we used is really tailored to social purpose and drilling down more on the difference we want to make as a movement. And so it's really a strategy to maximize impact. 7 points to it. The first 3 you can kind of see in the little image there running down the center form the backbone of our organization. So we spent a lot of time really defining our passion or values, seen right in the middle there. Our purpose, our mission, and possibility, also known as our vision. So these really, the backbone of the org, form and focus everything that we do. So we really spent a lot of time here, and then also as well some of the our operational points to the model. So we spent time as well defining our positioning, our presence, our people, and our process. So first, taking a look at passion. And then is what we believe in. So these are our core values. These are integrated through all the work that we do. They're the guiding principles to all our work, and they're really important to nail down. So at Global Genes, if we go to the next slide. To the next slide.
Is it not on purpose?
See, it's still showing the strategy model.
Okay.
Tiffany, your privileges, but it is on purpose.
Is it? Okay. So we're talking about the passion. So that's really our core values. At Global Genes, we said we are intentional, we are connection, we are support, we hope, we are impact. Getting on to the purpose really is our mission statement. What are we here to do exactly? We want to really focus in on what gives us focus, what kind of community we're trying to create at Global Genes. So we said the purpose of Global Genes is to connect, empower, and inspire the rare disease community. So the fact that we're a community building group, we're collaborative, we know we can't do it alone and everyone has a role to play. We believe in that, and we believe we need all hands on deck to influence change. So it really speaks to that. Positivity or vision is all about the future we're trying to create together. It's a statement. So if we're successful with our mission, what is the better world we're hoping to create? Global Genes, we say our vision is a globally connected community equipped to eliminate the challenges of rare disease. The remits of the model help us start grounding down more into strategy practice, so they're more operational. But we talked a lot about who our core audience is. We have a lot of partners and audiences, but who are we really helping and who are we really here to serve? This one's a more obvious one, but we exist to serve and engage and mobilize two core audiences, really rare disease patients and advocates. So we spent a time on as well positioning, and it's really about different ways that we're differentiating in space. So it's important to kind of bring clarity to what we do, but also what we don't do. Positioning isn't about kind of like threats and the competition in the space like traditional corporate strategies. It's about finding that open space for the organization, defining what it is that Global Genes does and contributes to the community that's really unique. So differentiate on what we call 3 strategic horizons. First, individualized support work. This means we don't push forward our own agenda on the patient community. We support them where they are in their journey, and we're responding to what they need and when. The second is an extensive free information center for patients. So all our support tools and resources for the community are open and free. Third, that we create a collaborative model that adapts and scales. So this with a spirit of collaboration, inclusiveness, and innovation. Process. So this really grounds down the whole framework that we develop. So what is it that we intend to do? Process is really more about what are our strategies and goals going forward. So find 3 strategic priorities for Global Genes. These are a bit longer term, looking at 2 to 4 years out. And we've also targeted measurable impact goals that are really 2 years ahead. So by 2020, underneath these 3 strategies, what do we want to achieve? So just a broad overview of kind of what we're looking at here. Build capacity strategy. It's about making sure we have the fuel we need to keep the doors open. So how do we grow and increase our impact? So operational for Global Genes, it's pretty internal, but as you can see, we're kind of formulating goals to increase revenue, diversify fundraising, which is a big goal for us as well, investing in staff resources and capacity building. Is about Global Genes positioning changes. It's about kind of integrating our new focus and our mission and vision throughout our core audiences and people that we work with in the community. But it's also just about increasing our global reach and awareness for the rare disease community as a whole. So we have targeted outreach strategies to increase reach and engagement. The last strategy really goes into the core of our work. So strengthening community is about impact. We want to leverage new technology. We really think that that's the way forward for global engagement and growth for the community. So we are focusing on building a truly global connected community, a hub of resources and information for patients and advocates. We're also building on, in addition to kind of a digital overhaul and strategy, we're building on some of our existing patient events, including the summit, which I believe we'll be talking about and providing you information on a little bit later in the call, and expanding on tools and resources that we offer, including Rare University and some of our really great toolkits that we provide. So that's it in a nutshell. Thank you for all your support in the process so far. And as Kendall mentioned, any feedback you'd like to share, we'd love to hear it.
Great. If anybody has any initial questions while we still have Tiffany on the line, please feel free to send them along really quickly and we can get them answered. Otherwise, we will continue on with our agenda. Okay, any questions come through, but like I said, we'll be sending out a copy of this presentation. So if you do have any questions, you can kind of go through the information that's shared and let us know. So now I'm really excited to talk with all of you about our 2018 Foundation Alliance Advisory Council. This is something that we were looking at starting last year, and toward the end of 2017, we were able to put together a group, an initial group of council members that are going to kind of help me in making sure that we are fulfilling all of the needs and providing up-to-date resources for the Foundation Alliance. Earlier, you know, the Foundation Alliance right now is about, I want to say we're about 479 organizations, which is so powerful, and it's really incredible that we have this great group of people that are all connected and helping us to make sure that we're serving the community. But with that, there comes a lot of challenges. And so I wanted to make sure that as an organization, we really are able to hear the community, understand what needs are out there, and make sure that we're meeting them, whether it's with the toolkits or the webinars that we're putting on or different sessions at our summit. We want to make sure that we're able to address any and all challenge areas that groups are experiencing. The purpose of the Foundation Alliance Leadership Council is really to work with me as well as the Global Genes team and each other to make sure that we are fully understanding what's going on in the community. While we have 5 council members that I'm going to introduce in just a moment, and we are looking to grow this program. So like I said, it's something that we've just started doing, and the members have been really wonderful so far in kind of helping me navigate what this is going to look like and how we can really embrace this benefit. I just got a note saying people can't hear me. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? Ashley?
Yes, Ken. Thank you.
Oh, sorry about that. So just to kind of recap, so we began the Foundation Alliance Advisory Council really to help support us in making sure that we are understanding the needs of the community and producing the best resources. Council terms are, there's a commitment of a year with the ability to serve up to 2 additional years. So this is something, like I said, I'd like to grow and expand upon. So if you're interested or have ideas, please don't hesitate to connect with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts or if this is something you might be interested in participating in. So members. So in no particular order, the members of our Foundation Alliance are Nina Nazir, Nadia Bodkin, Andra Stratton, and Leslie Rogers. Back here. So if you have, a lot of you probably know the members of the council, but if not, I hope that you get to know them well this year, and we're going to have some opportunities for the Foundation Alliance to engage a little bit more with them. But Nina serves as the foundation and executive director of the Jansen's Foundation. She's really fantastic, and I believe we met a little over a year ago, and she's just been an incredible inspiration to me, and she's really entrenched in the community, and she's doing really phenomenal things. So this is going to help us provide a unique perspective and be able to hopefully connect with a lot of you and understand understand what you're going through. So if you know Nina and you can think of things that Global Genes might be able to do to help you or your organization, let her know. You can always contact me directly, but our Foundation Alliance Advisory Council members really are here to kind of help make sure that I'm able to understand what the community needs are, and that we can, provide the right kind of resources. Now, Bodkin is a seasoned rare disease patient advocate. She has 3 rare conditions herself. She's the executive vice president of Maxify Life and the president and CEO of EDS United, corporate engagement manager for the Janssen Foundation, and a board member of Rare is Not Rare. Now, I met when I joined Global Genes a couple of years ago, and she's an incredible advocate in this space. I hope a lot of you know her. So again, kind of the same. If you know any of the members and you can think of things that Global Genes could be doing better, you can let them know, and they can let me know. Katie is the president of DC Outreach. Katie and I met last year as well. She's been really entrenched in her community, but also getting to know the rare disease community as a whole over the past couple of years. She's really fantastic, and I think she's going to be a wonderful member of this council, and hopefully you'll all be able to meet her as well as the other members in September. Stratton is the co-founder and president of Lipodystrophy United. Andrea has actually been engaged with Global Genes for longer than I've even been employed with Global Genes. So Andrea is an amazing activist and advocate in the rare disease community, and she knows Global Genes kind of inside and out. She's been attending our summit since I think it's since our first go. So she has a lot of really phenomenal feedback and is really going to help us make sure that we're staying true to our mission and to really serving the community the way that Global Genes wants to. He is in Oregon, and he has a daughter that was diagnosed at 8 months with cardiofaciocutaneous syndrome, and I apologize if I butchered the name of that poor condition. I met Leslie actually at one of our events last year in Oregon, and he's a really phenomenal advocate and brings a really great perspective. He has this really passion for providing information and support for families affected by CFC as well as infantile spasms and other rare diseases. So he's a really a tremendous advocate in his space as well as in the rare disease community, and it brings just a great deal of knowledge around support and information sharing to the Foundation Alliance Advisory Council. I just wanted to say again that this is a program that we're really looking to expand and into this year. Our council members are here to serve us as an organization as well as you as a rare disease community. So please connect with them. We'll be doing some programming with them at our summit in September, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of opportunities to connect with them throughout the year. And then again, please let me know if you have any questions regarding the council or what type of activities they will be doing or how you could engage with them further. To Meredith Cagle to present a little bit of a recap on the Rare Carousel of Possible Dreams event that happened a couple of weeks ago. So I won't say anything else. I'll let Meredith take it over from here.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Thanks, Angel, for the opportunity to give an update on the Rare Carousel. The fundraising campaign ran for approximately 6 weeks. It just finished up officially yesterday morning. More than $280,000 were raised cumulative by all of the participating organizations to support rare diseases. It was a fantastic fundraising program. We originally had 33 organizations that registered to participate, about 30 of those actively participating in the fundraising campaign. Sometimes things happen and people who organizations that committed weren't able to actively engage. But whether the organization just got their feet wet and figured out how to do it and raised $150 to organizations that raised over $40,000 towards a possible dream. All did a fantastic job. And I had the pleasure to work with them, and I want to thank you if you're on this call and I had an opportunity to work with you and learn from you. I really appreciate that. We did have an awareness event in San Francisco and celebration on World Rare Disease. We had about 150 attendees. It was a media opportunity, and it showcased the Rare Carousel fundraising campaign. I know for myself and other individuals from Global Genes that were there and some of our industry corporate partners who were there, the best experience of that for us, we're seeing families and the number of families or advocates who said, I'm so excited that I got to come to an event on the West Coast that I might not otherwise have been able to attend something and to celebrate World Rare Disease Day and be part of a bigger community. And so we really had a fantastic time at that, and we're thrilled. We have talked to Festival of Children Foundation, who we partnered with on this opportunity, and we are evaluating whether we're going to continue this opportunity. And I will be following up with participants to ask you, how we could help, what your experience was like. Did we give you the tools you needed for success? Did you meet your own personal organization goals, and how we could help you in the future? And so I appreciate anybody, if you get that from me, taking a few minutes to just let me know, and so that we can provide the best services in the future. Thank you.
Meredith. And now Ashley Yee is going to talk to everybody about the Rare Patient Impact Grant.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Kendall. Yeah, I'm just here to give an update on our Rare Patient Impact Grant program. I see that a few of you who are on this call today definitely either been awarded our grant or has applied for our grant. So this is an exclusive benefit to our Foundation Alliance members. And then this year, as always, we have our two categories you can apply for your program or project in the support or innovative category. There may be some expansion within those two categories. I am working on revising the 2019 program currently, so hopefully those changes will be able to be seen in May when the applications open. Just as a reminder, when you're applying for the grant, it is, though we're doing the process in 2018, it is for issuance in 2019, and so your program or project must take place in the calendar year of 2019. My contact information is listed below if you have any questions as you start to gear up for a program or project you want to apply for. Website around May 2018, and you'll start to see all the dates and deadlines getting posted during the time. We'll also be hosting a Q&A webinar where I will go over the program, the guidelines, requirements, and eligibility, and as well as any big changes that you'll be seeing in our program for this upcoming year. And we'll also talk about some of the other incentives that you get as part as being an awardee as well. So just look forward to that. There'll be some correspondence, I know, from Kendall through our Foundation Alliance Facebook page as well as newsletter, so just be on the lookout for that. And it is coming, though, May 2018.
Wonderful. And like Ashley said, there is also, if you want to look back at any of the previous grant awardees and winners and projects that they've done to get ideas, you can find all of that on the Facebook page as well. So now we're going to go through all of our upcoming events and some information that we want all of you to make sure you have regarding each of them. So there's an overview of some of the things that we're going to go over, but these are some very important dates to remember that we want all of you to have. April 1st, the Rare Patient Summit registration opens and community nominated awards open. In May, we have our Rare Advocacy Symposium, which is U Pen Symposium. We have our Denim Dash happening in May through July. In June and July, we have our Rare on the Road events. On June 13th, we're going to have our next Foundation Quarterly Call, and then we have our summit in October. So this is a great just kind of overview of the different things, some dates to mark on your calendars, and we're going to go through each of the programs now. we are doing the Denim Dash again this year. So for any of you who are not as familiar with our Denim Dash, it is our 5K. It's a virtual event, and we previously have had an in-person event also in and around our office in California. But this is an opportunity to really kind of bring the global community together and do 5Ks all over the place. I usually do one with friends and advocates up in Seattle, and we have them hosted all over the country and the world. Some of our corporate members, put together teams. This is a fundraising event, and so we will be sending out more information very soon regarding kind of the different aspects of this. But if you have, a group of people in your area, this is a really awesome way to get involved. You'll get a T-shirt and a bin and everything, and so you can host these, like I said, wherever you are. It can be a walk, whatever you'd like to make Denim Dash, but it's a great way to show support for the rare disease community as a whole. So out for information on that and start getting your teams ready. Lee is going to discuss the U Pen Symposium a little bit more, and this is our event that happens in Philadelphia on May 19th.
Perfect, thanks. I'm doing this update on behalf of Amy, who's unfortunately unable to be with us today, but we're really excited to share that we'll be doing our third Rare Advocacy Symposium out in Philadelphia this coming year on May 19th. Registration is currently open, and you can actually check out our website under Rare Advocacy Symposium to link out to our registration website. I know a few of you who are on this call have already registered, and we're excited to see you. We also have a few Foundation Alliance members who will be speaking at it, but it will be on sharing kind of the patient's voice through the drug research and the development process. This year we have two really great tracks. It will have tracks devoted to those who are much far along in the drug development and research process. We'll have another track that's going to be devoted to those who are looking to get started in the drug development and research process. So it'll be really exciting. So no matter where you are in terms of your knowledge, we really invite you to come out, especially if you're already in that area. Again, that's May 19th, and this is in partnership with the U Pen Orphan Disease Center. And the very next day will also be U Penn's $1 Million Bike Ride. So if maybe you or your foundation is wanting to participate as well, it's a really good opportunity to come on out to Pennsylvania and do some learning and work for a good cause. So if you have questions, you can Amy Grover, and her email is at the bottom of that slide, or you can also visit our website, which has a lot of Q&As, FAQs, some main information, as well as the registration link, all on our website. So hopefully you'll be able to join us out there.
Great, Ashley. And now our Rare Disease Leadership Tour. And so Meredith is going to talk a little bit more about this partnership and program.
So yes, we're doing this is our second year of Rare on the Road in partnership with the Every Life Foundation. We have 3 different locations and dates that we selected for this year that you can see up on your screen. We'll be in Houston, Salt Lake City, and Nashville between June 9th and July 21st. We are putting together a really wonderful agenda that will be focused on leadership and include legislative updates. It'll support mapping your journey as an advocate and identifying how we as organizations can support that journey. Every foundation has already secured a social media expert from the Mayo Clinic Social Media Network who will be at each of the sites, a different social media expert at each site, to talk about how a social media presence is so important to the work that you all are doing and how to maximize that. Registration will be available on April 1st for all 3 sites, and we'll be sharing information, targeted information out to all the Foundation Alliance members and to other organizations on that date, with direct links so that you can register. We are looking for promotional partners of foundations, advocates in each of the locations. We know that you all are the best connected to the rare disease community in the different locations. And so if you are if your foundation or if you yourself are located in the region around any of this area and can support us, please reach out and let us know. We'd love to connect with you and help you get the word out for us to get more people involved in attending the Rare on the Road event. So much.
To add to that, this is a really awesome opportunity. If you have advocates or community members that support your organizations that are in any of these cities to come out and get to know us a little bit and represent you and your organization. So definitely make sure that if you have anybody that lives in these areas, get them this info. It's a great learning experience, and we provide a lot of really phenomenal information. The Rare Patient Advocacy Summit. So Meredith actually is going to go over some information about the summit as well.
Sorry, I muted myself, didn't realize I had the next slide. So excited about this upcoming summit this year. Logistic-wise, registration opens April 1st. At the same time, we'll be opening applications to apply for travel scholarships. I encourage you all to apply and to share that information with your community as well, to give people an opportunity to receive that. As Foundation Alliance members, we do have discounted Foundation Alliance rates, and Kendall, as Director of Foundation Alliance, will be reaching out to the foundations to let them know let you all know how to access those discounted rates. We are put together a really exciting summit agenda, information of which the details will be available on the registration site. I do want to point out a couple of the things that are new this year and are the results of listening to the surveys and all of you taking the time to fill out surveys last year. We definitely heard that one of the most important things or experiences that people get at the summit is time to network and connect with other people. So we have built in dedicated networking time into the agenda, so that you can both get the most out of the sessions and the educational pieces go to, but also have time to make those important connections. We have new software that we've made an investment in that will give attendees the ability to connect and schedule meetings through that software so they can maximize the networking time that's available, not necessarily have to be hunting somebody down and trying to find them after a session or, doing a meal. And so we're excited about that. We also heard that kind of summit for the first time, or maybe even the first couple times, can be a bit overwhelming for people. They don't necessarily know exactly what to expect or how to maximize their time there. So we are implementing a freshman orientation this year. It will be the day before the summit kicks off, the afternoon of October 2nd. And it will help first-time attendees organize their time at the summit so that they can better navigate it. Along with that, we would like to partner those new freshmen, so to speak, along with an advisor or mentor for the summit, so that they have somebody to, refer to, ask questions in with daily via text or at a meal, and so that they feel more connected from the beginning and don't necessarily to kind of stumble through those days, sometimes finding people to connect with. So there's lots more coming with the summit, but those are some of the highlights and things that I am super excited about. If you, we know a lot of you who have attended the summit multiple times. If you are a seasoned veteran, or at least feel like you can navigate through a couple days of the summit and are interested in serving as an advisor for those couple of days of the summit, we'd love to chat with you. So you can reach out to Kendall and let her know, and we can tell you more about the details. Definitely encourage your advocates, community in the field, to take advantage of the freshman orientation if they're planning to attend the summit as well. And I'm going to
Yes, and just to add to that as well. So we will be sending some dedicated communications regarding the kind of the mentoring program. We're not exactly sure what we want to call it yet, and that kind of freshman orientation, as well as the information on discount codes to the summit. And as a reminder, all Foundation Alliance organizations get 2 discount codes for a special rate for the summit, and then anybody else that is representing your organization can apply at the advocate rate. We will be sending a lot of information in the coming weeks regarding all of that, but please feel free to reach out to any of us if you have specific questions.
Thanks. I'll jump back in here for the next slide is community nations for our Rare Champion of Hope Awards. We have a lot of stuff happening on April 1st. It's going to be a busy day here at Global Genes, and hopefully for all of you getting on and taking advantage of registering and nominating individuals. Each year we recognize Rare Champions of Hope in the community in patient advocacy, science and technology, medical care and treatment, in both individual and collaborative categories. We look to the community to help us identify those individuals. While we know a lot of them and have the opportunity and the privilege to come into contact with many people, we know that there's so much wonderful work going on and we look to all of you and to the rare disease community at large to let us know and to nominate those individuals who you think should be considered for Rare Champion of Hope Award. So applications or the nomination form for that will have a lot more detailed information, and again will be available April 1st.
Great, and also this is something that will come out in the recap email as well, but the award ceremony is going to be on Thursday night this year, so it'll be the second night of the summit, so it's not going to be a standalone event the day after. So we did it this way. We want to make sure that any advocate or anybody who attends has the opportunity to be a part of that event, and so that the awards ceremony will be on Thursday nights on the 4th, following the last day of the summit. So, and all of this again will be an informational email, but hopefully this will make it a lot easier for all of you to stay and attend and be a part of that really amazing event. We will be hosting another Foundation Alliance networking reception, and so this will be the evening before the summit starts. Last year we had our first dedicated Alliance networking reception, and this year we're going to be building off it. We're going to have a little bit of programming. It'll be a really great way for anybody that is in the summit that's a part of our Foundation Alliance to really get to know each other and to get to meet in person and kind of kick off the entire event. Our patient engagement team from Global Genes will be there. The Foundation Alliance Advisory Council will hopefully all be there, and you'll be able to meet them as well as get some information about different opportunities that we want to provide to our Foundation Alliance members. So I apologize the time's not in here. We're kind of working and tweaking that right now, but it will be Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday. It'll be at Hotel Irvine, and we'll be sending a lot more information on this in the next couple of weeks as well. And so the thing that I really wanted to talk with all of you about is on our next quarterly call that's going to be taking place on June 13th, we are going to be hosting a entire training session on developing poster presentations. This is something that we've heard a lot from the community, and we know a lot of you have been doing or maybe wanting to do, presenting information at conferences or different events. So we'll be hosting an entire session around how to do this, how to present information and kind of tell your story in this way. We're working to develop the agenda for that right now. So I'd love to know from all of you if there are specific things that you'd like for us to make sure that are touched upon. We are going to be working with partners of ours who have expertise in this area, so I will not be providing this training. I'm not an expert here. We will have people that do this for a living and provide trainings like this. So if you do have specific questions or thoughts about what you'd like to see in this training in June, I'd love to hear them. And again, we will definitely communicate this via the Facebook page, the newsletter, and probably some targeted email closer to the date. So I'll remind you to let me know if you do have other specific things that you would like to make sure get covered. But I think this will be a really fantastic opportunity for all of you to kind of more fully understand how to present a session like this, and then we're hoping to create in the future opportunities for our Foundation Alliance members to actually have poster presentations at different events. So please mark your calendars. Again, I'll be sending quite a bit of communication about this over the next couple of months, but I definitely want to make sure that we cover everything that people want to know. So if you can get me questions, comments, or thoughts prior, that would be wonderful. And you can look for emails from me in the next couple of months. Here, that was the last thing we wanted to chat about, and we're about 12 minutes ahead of schedule. So I'd love to answer any questions that anybody has. I see that Leslie asked if we're going to be covering white papers in the presentation. Absolutely. So the poster presentation training will be covering kind of the A to Z around doing posters and white papers and what all of this means and how to go about making sure that it's done appropriately. So we will definitely be covering that. And let's see, I'm just looking at the questions. Foundation Alliance members speak during summit sessions. Absolutely. We are finalizing. I was in California last week, and we had some meetings with our team around the final agenda, and we should be able to provide it the overall summit agenda with the recap of this. So if there's sessions or topics that you yourself feel that you have expertise in, or someone in your organization or another advocate that does, please get in contact with me. We love engaging with the Foundation Alliance first to be speakers at our summit. So definitely take a look at the agenda and let me know. Someone in your community or just in the community and yourself has expertise in a certain area. We are trying to make sure that we have an advocate or patient perspective in every session that we are going to be taking this year at our summit. Are other questions coming in? So like I said, thank you all so much for your time today. I will be sending out this deck along with the agenda for the U Pen Symposium so that you can understand a little bit more what will be presented at that event, as well as the agenda for the summit and any other information that we touched upon here. You can always reach out to me directly if you have questions, and we really look forward to seeing you all, hopefully at U Pen and the Rare on the Road series. If not, definitely in September. And don't hesitate to reach out, like I said, with any questions or comments. Thank you so much. And last thing, sorry, before you all jump, this is Kendall Davis, and actually moving to Pittsburgh tonight. And so if any of you are located in the lovely city of Pittsburgh or somewhere around there, I would love to connect with you once I get out there. So I'll be, sending out a message on the Facebook group. But if you are based there, let me know. I'd love to meet with you in person. So on that note, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And if you're in the Northeast, I pray that the snow is over very quickly and that it's gone before I get there. Okay, well, have a wonderful day, and we will talk with you all again soon.